Bolts fans, pay close attention! The last few hours in Los Angeles have been simply insane. The atmosphere behind the scenes has completely changed, and what seemed like a normal week of practice has turned into a whirlwind of moves and urgent decisions. Coach Jim Harbaugh and General Manager Joe Hortiz are moving the pieces around, trying to keep the team competitive amid a wave of injuries that threatens the balance of the season. And what I'm about to tell you now goes far beyond a simple roster update, because the Chargers are making surgical adjustments and analyzing names that could change the team's course before the NFL trade deadline. So stay with me until the end, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications, because every detail of this story connects, and there's a bombshell coming. According to journalist Adam Schefter, the Los Angeles Chargers made a strategic and impactful decision this week that promises to shake up the roster and the team's dynamics. The club elevated running back Nyheim Hines and offensive tackle David Sharp from the practice squad to the active roster, bolstering areas that needed immediate options. At the same time, defensive lineman Deshaun Hand was placed on injured reserve, while veteran Bobby Hart was signed to bolster the offensive line, which has been a critical point for the team. To the outside, this may seem like just another routine move, but to fans, it indicates something much bigger happening in Los Angeles. Coach Jim Harbaugh is shuffling pieces, reorganizing the core of the roster, and showing he won't wait for problems to accumulate. He wants quick solutions, and every pick now carries strategic weight. Speaking of Hines, 28, this is no ordinary player. Drafted by the Colts in 2018, Nyheim has built his career on versatility, being a threat in both the running game and the passing game, as well as contributing to the return game. In 2021, he signed a 3-year, $18.6 million extension with Indianapolis, but was traded to the Bills at the 2022 trade deadline. Last season, he played in 7 games for the Colts and 9 for the Bills, totaling 33 rushing yards, 241 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns. However, Hines's path has not been straightforward. He signed with the Cleveland Browns on a contract worth up to $3.5 million, but was plagued by injuries that limited his playing time. In 2023, he suffered a serious jet ski accident that resulted in a torn ACL, sidelining him for the entire season. Now fully recovered, Hines has a golden opportunity in Los Angeles, just as the Chargers' backfield faces a critical juncture and needs reliable alternatives. The arrival of Bobby Hart further reinforces this idea. Los Angeles doesn't want improvisation. The veteran has plenty of experience and arrives to provide immediate stability to the offensive line, a department that has been constantly tested. Harbaugh knows that, in a season full of injuries and challenges, every detail can make the difference between victory and defeat. And beware, fans, this move isn't isolated. As the front office adjusts the roster, behind-the-scenes rumors have begun to surface, and a Super Bowl heavyweight has entered the conversation, making it clear that the Chargers are ready to act on all fronts. Get ready, Chargers fans, because Los Angeles runners are buzzing about a name that could change the course of the season: A.J. Brown. Yes, the 3-time All-Pro and Super Bowl winner is reportedly unhappy with the Philadelphia Eagles, and according to Sporting News, the Bolts are among 4 teams that should seriously consider a trade for him. The mere fact that this rumor is circulating is already a wake-up call for fans. We're talking about a player capable of transforming an offense, opening up the field, and creating opportunities for everyone around him. Brown has only 25 receptions and 274 yards so far. Low numbers for someone of his caliber. The problem is that he feels he's lost his place in the Eagles' offense, who are coming off 2 consecutive losses and falling to 4-2 on the season. His dissatisfaction is evident, and rumors that he wants a change are only growing with each passing week. Behind-the-scenes sources report that he's motivated to find a new destination where he can regain his prominence and assume the prominent role he's achieved in recent years. On the Chargers' side, the situation is both comfortable and worrying. The team isn't plagued by injuries among receivers. On the contrary, Keenan Allen, Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnston, and rookie Trey Harris form a solid and well-rounded group. Quarterback Justin Herbert has plenty of options in the air, but there's a significant gap. A player capable of spreading the field and drawing double coverage, freeing up space for other offensive linemen to exploit the opposing defense. And that's exactly where A.J. Brown enters the picture, offering offering explosiveness, physical strength, and the ability to create impactful plays immediately. Imagine the combination: Brown on one side, McConkey on the other, Allen in the slot, and Johnston exploiting the backfield. It would be, without exaggeration, a nightmare for any NFL defense. Every pass from Herbert could turn into a big yardage drive or touchdown, elevating the offense to an elite level few teams can reach. However, there are obstacles. The Chargers face serious issues on the offensive line and in the running game, areas that require urgent attention. So the question looming over Los Angeles is it worth investing heavily in an elite receiver when there are still structural weaknesses in the offense? The decision isn't simple. Even so, the rumors don't stop. A.J. Brown's name continues to surface, and sources close to him indicate that Harbaugh is interested in pulling off a true masterstroke before the November 4th trade deadline. And speaking of the trade deadline, the biggest dilemma now lies in the backfield. Injuries have multiplied, and the Chargers may be forced to act quickly in the trade market, whether to bolster the line, the passing attack, or the running game. Fans, one thing is certain: this week promises decisions that could change the fate of the season. Keep an eye on it, because what's coming in Los Angeles isn't just a rumor. It's a high-impact strategy that could put the Bolts back in a strong position. If there's one area that has become a real headache for the Chargers, it's the backfield. Injuries have simply devastated the group, transforming what was a strength into an urgent problem that requires immediate action from the front office. Fans, the challenges began right away with Najee Harris, a veteran who arrived with high expectations after 4 consecutive seasons with over 1,000 rushing yards in Pittsburgh. He signed a $5.25 million contract with Los Angeles, and the expectation was clear. Harris would be the cornerstone of the running game, a leader capable of paving the way for Justin Herbert's offense and balancing the Bolts' offense. But unfortunately, fate was cruel. After recovering from a fireworks accident in July, Harris returned to training ready for the season, only to suffer a torn Achilles tendon 2 weeks later, ending his participation early in the season. A tough blow that left Los Angeles without its leading rusher and in urgent need of alternatives. With Harris out, rookie first-round draft pick Omarion Hampton took over and started off very well. In 5 games, he accumulated 314 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 20 receptions for 136 yards, showcasing talent and dual-threat ability. But bad luck struck again. Last Sunday against the Commanders, Hampton sprained his ankle and was placed on injured reserve, expected to miss at least 4 games before the November 4th trade deadline. Now, the Chargers have only Hassan Haskins and Kimani Vidal, 2 young players who still lack sufficient NFL experience. Haskins has 64 carries in 3 seasons, while Vidal barely cracked 40. Nyheim Hines and Amar Johnson are on the practice squad for emergencies, but neither has the season-long pace or consistency to carry the offense at this critical juncture. It's in this scenario that The Athletic's Daniel Popper points out that the Chargers could resort to a running back trade before the deadline. 2 names emerge as plausible options: the Jets' Breece Hall, who despite a promising start could become a bargaining chip in New York, currently 0-5, and the Browns' Jerome Ford, who is losing ground to rookie Quinshon Judkins and may be available. The message is clear: Harbaugh won't let the season slip away. With a 3-2 record, the Chargers face a tough stretch, starting with the decisive game against the Dolphins, 1-4, on Sunday. If the running game doesn't work, it's almost certain that the front office will have to act quickly to keep the team competitive. The Chargers' week is a mix of tension and hope. Nyheim Hines arrives with a mission to reignite the offense. The A.J. Brown rumor is inspiring fans, and backfield injuries are forcing strategic decisions. All of this happening simultaneously, and with the trade deadline just days away, the pressure is mounting on Harbaugh and the front office. Bolts fans, get ready, because what's coming could completely change the fate of the season. And if you want to know what's coming before everyone else, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, because here you'll stay up to date with everything happening in the Chargers' heart.